We have an awesome show for you guys today.
The greatest eventer of all time.
Good news for the sport.
Welcome to the John and Rick Show, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros. We appreciate you guys being here. We've got a great show for you today. The bronze medalist from the Under-25 World Championships, Olivia Dutton, is going to join us. But first, we're going to check in with some of our sponsors.
Let's do it, John.
Want to advertise on the John and Rick Show? Contact John at 352-875-8622
Or call Rick at 850-879-2649.
For a horse owner on the road, your trailer is essential. No one enjoys being stuck on the road. At Horse Trailer Pros, we repair, renovate, and maintain all makes and models of horse trailers. We work directly with your insurance company or manufacturer for warranty repairs and insurance claims. Our state-of-the-art facility provides quick turnaround and friendly customer service. Considering a living quarter conversion? We do those too. Find comfort on the road with Horse Trailer Pros. Call or text 352-804-2131. HorseTrailerPros.com.
Does your horse struggle with stress, tight muscles, or fatigue? NupaFeed USA delivers advanced supplements trusted by riders nationwide. Our magnesium supplement with unique MAH helps reduce anxiety and support muscle relaxation. And for lasting stamina, our L-carnitine builds energy and strength without making horses fizzy. Easy to feed, proven to perform. Support your horse's health and performance today with NupaFeed.
Welcome to the John and Rick Show, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros. John, welcome back to the United States. We are in the NupaFeed segment, and everybody out there, NupaFeed is an incredible calming agent. It also has a whole other line of products, but the NupaFeed paste and liquid daily feed is what we all talk about, John. I know you use it. I use it. Go to NupaFeedUSA.com to order yours today. And I don't know if you're like this, but I panic when I don't have it. So, have it on hand when you need it because it works really well.
Absolutely. You have to have NupaFeed. It is awesome stuff. I use it all the time. So we appreciate them. And Rick, I got to just level with everybody coming into this show. I got so sick on the way home from Greece. I actually, at one point, hid in the bathroom, shaking and crying like a child.
On the plane?
Yeah. It was terrible. It was 10 and a half hours from Athens to Philadelphia, and I thought I was going to die. And because we have no sympathy in our family, Caden slept through the whole thing. Jen just kept reading a book. Nobody knew or saw because I knew I would get no sympathy. Plus, I was a little concerned they'd kick me off the plane somewhere over the Atlantic. So I'm just letting you guys know this because I'm injured today, but I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah, but John, you look great. Your hair's fine. Your glasses fit.
Wow.
You still make fun of me, even though you shouldn't, by the way. So welcome back. Did you have fun in Greece?
It was great. It was great. So it was Caden's senior trip, and he kind of picked out the whole plan. And it was like, I think in the end, we were gone for 10 days, but it was like 5 or 6 days of sightseeing, like all of the big sites in Greece. We rented a car and drove around from Athens down south, up north. We were in Olympia. We were in Delphi. We were all over the place. And it was amazing. And I was so tired by the last day in Greece. And then we got on a plane and we flew to Crete. And we spent 2 days in Crete hanging out with Tick and Sinead Maynard and swam and hung on the beach. And that's when we started realizing maybe we had caught something because Caden got sick in Crete and then I got sick on the way home, which was no fun. But we had a great time. It was just amazing. And did you know, I didn't know this, that I believe the sea that we were in was the Aegean Sea. It is so salty that there's virtually no fish and you float great.
I know you were afraid of sharks and they weren't there.
I'm not that I was. I am afraid of sharks.
Okay. That, and I'm so glad the Maynards have changed their nationality to be
Greek.
Crete.
Yeah. Well,
because they've been
Crete
gone
was great.
forever.
Yeah.
I envy them so much, but you know what? I started thinking about it, John. Tick and Sinead deserved that month away,
Yeah.
and they look so happy. I bet they had a great time.
Well, and honestly, like all joking aside, I got there and I don't think I saw Tick in a shirt one time.
Hell no, he
He's
probably
just
wouldn't wear clothes if he didn't have to.
no, whatever the locals from Crete are called, if they're Cretan or Cretan, or he looks like a local. He had an awesome tan. I mean, so did Sinead, but Sinead still looked like Sinead. She was beautiful and great, but Tick was like full on like Crete Greek man by the
Oh
time I
man,
got
you
there.
have a man crush.
I'm just saying he was like right into it.
Yep. Well, that's good. He always looks good. But yeah, I'm sure he looked great. And the kids, little toe heads, like blonde hair,
Toe heads.
tan.
What's a toe
No,
head?
you don't know what a toe head is?
No.
That's blonde.
Okay. Sounds like a stereotype.
So yeah, they're called toe heads. Everybody out there, tell John to get with it. But
Huh.
tries to act like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do.
Not an act.
Not an act. So let's talk about the show. We have Olivia Dutton on.
Yep.
The bronze medalist from
Yep.
the inaugural, what Briggs' father calls baby world championships.
The baby world champion. That's not a very nice way to say it. It is the under 25s, and
They're babies.
it is the inaugural under 25s. It is, I think, amazing. And I think they're doing some stuff like this in the FEI that's pretty cool, aren't they? You side. Go ahead.
No, I'm sighing at Briggs. He's
Okay.
trying everything to make as much noise as he can.
Right.
Say
That's
that
okay.
again.
My
Ask the
husky's
question. I'm
screaming over
sorry.
here.
I got.
I think
sidetracked.
it's great that they're doing all of this stuff at the FEI. The next thing they're doing, which we need to get into more at a later show, is I don't know if they say Pike. It's the PAEC.
here in Ocala.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
a 2-star long competition in January for all of the Americas and like South Central American countries.
I know
and
it's
North
going to be
American
exciting,
countries.
and I was a little disappointed. I mean, I love the Florida Horse Park. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Right.
But you wanted
But
it up at the Jockey Club.
I wanted the Jockey Club. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all right there.
Yeah.
I got a hold of Shelly, and she said, "No, can't do it there. We got to do it here." I was like, "Okay." I'm just really waiting for that day that they open that back up because it was such an amazing place. But to your
I
point,
think
it's a really cool event that's coming.
yes, and it's the dressage and show jumping will be at WEC here in Ocala, and like
Yep.
you said, the cross country will be down at the horse park. And I agree. Look, the Florida Horse Park, it is not an easy piece of property because it's quite flat. But what they do have there, which not every venue has, is access to irrigation and aeration, and they have Jay Hambley as a course designer. So I think he'll put out a great track. That'll be exciting.
And I think that's going to be in January 2027. So
Correct.
interesting. I think they're going to have the selections, how they do that coming up. So that will be interesting to know how they're going to do it.
Yeah, I'll be interested to hear what the US's plan is. Like, who are they going to send? Because a 2-star long is, it's obviously a odd
doable
level to send
Yeah.
a team to. So, are you going to send senior riders on young horses? Are you going to send younger riders? Which I would think they would, but I don't know.
That means you.
yes, it's a younger rider. Yeah, no. But
So
it's
we
going to
g-
be fun. I can't wait to go and watch it and cheer everybody on, and it'll be very cool.
I agree. And a little shout out to Lauren Huff on Ronnie Beard's horse Can Do. They did their first Grand Prix last weekend at WEC.
Yep.
Ronnie unfortunately passed away before he could see his horse jump around in a Grand Prix show jump. She had the second to last rail.
She
Horse
rode
was
so well.
so good. And that horse is only 9. And I think Ronnie might have his 4th horse going to the Olympics. Lauren wouldn't say that because it's 9 and Olympics 2 years away, and that's a big ask. But
Right.
I'm going to put it in my wheelhouse for that.
All right. Yeah. You put it on no, it's not your wheelhouse. You put it on your dream board. Aren't you a dream board guy?
Or my escrow.
What?
It's called an escrow too, like an escrow account.
Yeah. I know what that is.
It's from The Secret.
What's
Do you know what The Secret is?
No. Like, I'm good at keeping secrets. Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
everybody out there, this is what we have to deal with. He doesn't even know what The Secret is.
Okay, I'm assuming it's a corny movie.
No, it's a book
Ah, well, that was my next guess.
based on a series of mind thoughts of how you put what you, it's like a dream board.
That's what I said in the first
I
place.
know, but it's not a dream board. It's what you do internally. You don't have to have something that you put out there for visuality. You do it
Look,
inside.
when we started this whole podcast 7.5 years ago, you told me that we needed a dream board and we need to put stuff on our dream board. You never said anything about
I
escrow
graduated
or
to
the secret.
internal dream boards.
I keep everything internal.
True.
Yeah. Um, well,
Let's
anyway.
talk about the Aachen team.
Okay. So we
The
had
adult world championships.
the old people. So yeah, I mean, as far as the American goes, we obviously had one switch there for Philip. He had to swap out Denim for Passant. And I think that's the only, as of recording, only switch for the US team. And I'm going to be honest, guys. Obviously, we are based here in the US. I don't know all of the insider secrets for the other teams, but I know that I have the list of all of them here, and they look like really, really good teams. And we're excited for our good buddy Mike Winter is going as well, right?
He's going as an individual, right? There's have two Canadians.
Yep, we got Jesse Phoenix, who we're excited for on Fluorescent Adolescent, which is so cool because it's a Pinto and it gallops around. And I think I said it on this podcast once before. The first time I saw Fluorescent Adolescent going was at Terra Nova around the 4-star. And I was like, oh, look, that's so cute. There's some little kid on like her first pony and she got it to the advanced level. And isn't that awesome? And then I'm like, holy moly, that's Jesse. And that thing is incredible.
And it was in the Paris Olympics as well.
Yeah. And it is just become, and I don't know, I mean, and it was, but it's like she does such a good job with it. And I just, I think obviously unfairly was like, well, it can't be that great. It's a Pinto, but it is awesome. And that was very judgmental of me. And I am so excited to
I
see
know
that one
his
go.
address is.
That's fine. Whatever. Bring it on. And then we got Mike Winter on El Mundo, which I think is just awesome. I love that horse. He is so brave cross country, and Mike does a great job with that one. So we're excited for our friends from the Great White North.
Yep. And then we can name the whole team for us. So it's Boyd Martin on Cooley Nutcracker. We have Blake, HSH Blake, and our great friend Caroline Pamuchku. Then we have Denim, as you mentioned, with Philip Dutton. And the last rounding out the team is.
Well, you have two left. You've got Boyd.
I know I'm rounding out the team. And then
have they named the team and the individual already?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So then you got, so you've got.
Oh, you
Boyd.
don't even know.
Yeah, I do know. Got Boyd and Cooley Nutcracker.
I already said
look,
that.
I've been in Greece and I've been sick. So get off my case. And then
we just need one more
and we have,
for the team.
I just said it. Oh, Will Coleman, Diabolo.
Yep, and Diabolo.
Said,
so the reserves are, or not reserves, the individuals.
It's Tammy.
And
Lilith.
And one more.
Are you sure?
Or is there only 5? There's 5 for this.
5.
6 for the babies.
Yeah. What?
Look, because you have COVID and you're in a bad mood doesn't mean you get to rip me to shreds.
Okay, that's fair. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go on.
Okay. So the point is go USA, and we're excited. I think we're going to get one more show in like the week of the World Championships, if I look at the calendar correctly. So if that's the case, we'll try to be a little more prepared for everybody for that. We were just excited.
I feel prepared.
Okay. Well, I'll try to be more prepared because I won't be crying on airplanes and hiding. I went to bed at 7:30 last night. I feel much better today.
Did you watch a movie on the airplane?
No, I just cried.
Oh, and I'm going to tell you this right now. We watched the movie, the drama.
This is what I'm talking about, everybody. Go ahead.
Don't get sucked into it. I say watch it, but I'm going to tell you this without a spoiler. You think it's a rom-com, and it's not.
It's not. Who's in it? Who's starring?
Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
Shania?
Zendaya from Dune.
Zendaya. Yeah. Oh, I want to watch now.
She's actually extremely beautiful in this movie as well.
I can't believe you said from Dune. She's really, I think of her more from Spider-Man, but okay.
No, Dune.
I mean, I've
What?
watched Dune. I know she's in Dune, but I think of her as Spider-Man.
No, she's not. She's Yanni from Dune.
Okay. All right.
Spider-Man is so like
What?
over there.
What?
Dune is like top of the list.
Okay.
Dune 1 and Dune 2.
I like Dune. Dune's fine.
Both of them?
Yeah, I like 2 better.
I like 2 better too.
Cool. All right. Well, we've really been super focused on what's going on in the eventing world in this first segment. So you guys are in for a special treat the rest of the way.
Because Olivia brings it back in.
Yeah, Olivia gets it right. She's going to be awesome. We're excited to have her. So I think we should probably thank NupaFeed one more time.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks, NupaFeed, NupaFeedUSA.com. Great stuff. Scott Adcock, thanks for believing in the John and Rick show and our talent that we present and the talent that we bring on.
Yeah, I know we haven't really proven it today thus far.
No, we have.
Okay. You say so. But trust me, guys, you're going to love this show. So hang tight. And thank you again to NupaFeed. Rick, why don't you always say that I like to say the why don't you take us out of this?
Yeah, thank you so much for being with us on this segment. We're going into the next best segment with Olivia Dutton. And again, NupaFeedUSA.com, do it. And John, let's get right over to Olivia. She's sitting in the next room.
Does your horse struggle with stress, tight muscles, or fatigue? NupaFeed USA delivers advanced supplements trusted by riders nationwide. Our magnesium supplement with unique MAH helps reduce anxiety and support muscle relaxation. And for lasting stamina, our L-carnitine builds energy and strength without making horses fizzy. Easy to feed, proven to perform. Support your horse's health and performance today with NupaFeed.
EquiBrew, now available in the USA. It's a live probiotic that you feed daily to your horses. The live microbes go into your horse's gut and cleans up the gut wall, creating a healthy gut system.
EquiBrew is an essential part of my feeding program. My horses love to eat it, and it does a really good job of promoting gut health and also good behavior and great performances.
It's something I recommend for all of your horses, no matter what they do in their careers.
It's so affordable, I can use it on all of my horses in the barn, not just my top horses.
Order EquiBrew today by going to brickfieldnutrition.com or calling 850-879-2649.
Grant Showalter has over 15 years of equine bodywork and saddle fitting experience. His technique allows him to identify and alleviate tightness in muscles. He uses trigger point massage to release points of restriction. Grant has over a decade of experience fitting and adjusting a wide variety of saddles. His expertise in equine physiology, coupled with a thorough understanding of the importance of a properly fitted saddle, allows him to quickly identify and correct any balance issues. Grant can also adjust your saddle on site. Grant works on all of my competition horses, and I have noticed a significant improvement in their performance at competitions and their overall way of going. Grant's based in Ocala, Florida year-round, but regularly travels to the surrounding areas. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 484-639-4454.
Everyone says they feed the best, but not every feed is made the same. Seminole Feed is built on fixed formulas. And made in a medication-free mill for unmatched safety. Every bag delivers consistency your horse can feel and performance you can see. Because when it matters, there is only one best, the original low-starch feed, Seminole Wellness.
Welcome back to the John and Rick Show, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros. We are in the Seminole feed section there, John. They're a great segment sponsor. Great feed. Olivia, by the way, everybody, we have Olivia Dutton with us. Welcome her onto the show. We have a great feed for you in the second. Why are you shaking your head?
Just you are so on the struggle bus today, but keep going. You're doing a great job.
Do you feel like I'm struggling, Olivia?
A little bit. I said
No,
I'm the
I
sick
think
one.
I'm really good. See? I am going to go with Seminole Feed, which we feed, Olivia, with all our horses. It's great feed. You can get it here in Ocala. It's also, John, on Chewy. Did you realize that?
I did. Yeah, it's amazing. It is like, isn't it the only horse feed that's available on Chewy, I believe?
I don't know if that's a true statement,
It's the
so
only
I can't
horse
go with
feed that
that.
you want that's
Excuse
available
me,
on
fact
Chewy.
check. We got to have a fact check, please. No.
No, we don't. Get
Well,
it on Chewy.
let's get on to the great stuff here. We have Olivia with us. Olivia, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I was telling John the other day, you know who we haven't had on the show? And now we really have to have our show. But I wanted you before, but John always said no. Um, you're a bronze medal winner at the inaugural World Championships for under 25. How does it feel?
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, it all, as soon as we got there, it all happened pretty quickly. And then, yeah, suddenly I was on the podium. So, kind of still riding the high as long as you can in this sport because I know at some point it's going to go down again. So, taking advantage of it.
It never goes down. It's always on the upswing in this sport, Olivia. You know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who might need to catch up, which I doubt you do, listening or watching, Olivia is the daughter of two great parents, Philip Dutton and Evie, who I love, by the way. Your mother is adorable and I love her to death. So, how does it feel coming from, like, I don't know, this strong, competitive, eventing family?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. They're, both such great parents. I think the great thing about it is growing up, I did all different types of sports and tried to, they definitely didn't push me to do it, which is the nice part. I decided to do this on my own. And I actually have a twin sister and she does not ride at all. And she lives in New York City and lives a completely opposite life. So, yeah, they're great parents growing up and definitely, it's my decision to do this. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
And Philip's been on here a lot because he's super successful. What Olympics are we on? Well, now we're World Championships. Do you know how many number World Championships he's been on?
Oh, I don't know about world champs. He's 7 Olympics. So I'd say,
Probably, we'll guess 6 or 7 at least.
yeah,
It's
around
a
there.
lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But you know
Now,
what? It's like, have you told him yet to move over and make some room?
Sometimes.
well, heck, this was not your first U.S. representative, but
Mhm.
it was your first like world championship,
Yeah.
and you come on the podium. So tell everybody how you got there, and it might take a little while, but we have time because you were on a really cool horse that you got
Mhm.
actually from your dad. I think it came down through him. But tell us, that horse is so cool. You've done a great job. Tell us about how you got to the World Championships with him.
Thank you. Yeah. I honestly was just really lucky to have the opportunity to ride him. My dad was successful with him through the 4-star level. And his last event was actually try on 4-star long last year on him. And then I took the ride on him. The owners were really lucky or really generous to support me. And just they thought, my dad and I thought we would be a good fit. He's a little bit of a girl's ride. The lady that had him before was a girl, and he'd always been ridden by a girl. So I think he's a little bit more suited to me. But, my dad did a great job with him. And then, so I got the ride last summer and I was just recovering from an injury. And so it was kind of, I got the ride and then had the injury. I didn't get to ride him for a while. And then we did, it all happened pretty quickly. I did a prelim, an intermediate, a 3-star at Plantation, and then we did the 3-star long at Maryland, where we came on the podium there. And I never have clicked with the horse so quickly. Like it was all pretty fast. And so then we felt ready to move up to the 4-star level this year, and we did some 4 stars. And then, but this was the aim for me was to get to these under 25 world championships. And I really thought he would be suited to it. And he's from Ireland, so I thought it'd be cool for him to go back to where he's from. And, his breeder came there. And so it was just all really special.
Yeah. And Olivia, Julian is obviously, he is a pretty amazing horse and pretty amazingly bred, which I guess I knew this, but I didn't put it together. So he is the full brother of Oliver's horse, Cooley Rosalind, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So I'm assuming that was like a big selling feature when you bought that one.
Yeah.
So that's pretty amazing. Like I actually say this to people all the time. They're like, "Oh, this horse is so wonderful." I'm like, "Yeah, well, it's amazing how much nicer and easier it is when they're like bred to do the thing you want to do with them, and like have generations that want them to do that. It does make it a little bit easier sometimes when you're taking them out there to be super competitive."
Yeah, no, it is. And I'd say his best phase is definitely the cross country. Like he just eats it up out there and loves every second of it. So that's just the nice part about it is that having a horse that really wants to do it for you. Like I feel it every time I ride him. He's just looking for the flags. And I would say dressage, not as much as Cooley Rosalind. We're trying our best, but
Well, okay, so to that point, obviously you had your dressage test and you were 26th after dressage. And then you went and you just smoked around that cross country. So it was a 4 short, right?
yeah.
So what was the cross country like when you walked it? Like what were your initial thoughts? Obviously we got to see it, but it's a little different when you're on site.
Yeah, I think we didn't really know what to expect. I always heard Mill Street has pretty tough courses, but I didn't know with the under 25s, how tough they would make it. But we walked it and, it definitely was a beefy course. And some of the tables were 5-star tables, even my dad said. And there was 2 pretty tough corners that were on pretty severe angles. So it, I thought he did a really good job with designing it and it was a great course, but and it kind of had problems everywhere. There wasn't one combination that got everyone out. It was so I mean I really enjoyed it, but it was tough enough.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it intently and was, I mean, you did a really good job talking about the 2 corners that you're talking about. I mean, you had to really ride that technically correct to get it done.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, you had some teammates that had some issues. I mean, it was too bad because y'all were right in line to be up there on the team podium. Um, and I think 2 of them on the team, unfortunately, had falls, but they were when I was watching Cassie go for it. She was really riding like a team rider. She was going for what she needed to do, and I think that combination, I think that's what caught her out. But I'm proud of all of y'all. Kurt, uh,
Jack.
Jack.
Jack, Kurt,
Yes.
did a great job. I know he was super nervous. I know all of you were, but tell
Mhm.
us about the team experience. I mean, when y'all all got together, I mean, did y'all have pillow fights? Did you get along? I mean, what was it like? Not that you haven't hung out before, because I think you have, except for Quidley. Quidley?
Yeah.
Quidley.
Quigley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Honestly, it was amazing. I think, being on like last year was my first time being on a team and you're kind of with, older pros and stuff like that. And so being with kids that are around your age and that was just a really cool experience. And we all had a lot of fun as well. Like we tried to enjoy all of it and just make it the best experience we could. And like obviously be serious when we needed to be serious. But we all just had the best time and got along really well. And I think, even though there was people on the team and people as individuals, we all felt like just one team, like it didn't feel separate. You know what I mean? And so I think it was very unfortunate about Cassie and Quidley because they were riding so well, and unfortunately that just happens. And it was for them. It was both later on in the course. And I think there's different pressures when you're on a team, and so sometimes that happens. And I'm really feeling for them, but overall, I think everyone should be really proud. I think the U.S. just really rode well and rode really confidently.
Yeah, and I think not to leave out Molly because Molly did a great
Mhm.
job as well. But I'm very proud of you. I think John had a really cutting edge question for you, Olivia.
Well, I think this is interesting, right? Because I coached young riders a bunch, and there's obviously that was a team competition, and so there's some similarities there. So what I was going to ask was obviously like leading into these competitions, you guys before cross country day, you have your plan, right? But you're on a team, and so there is a bit of strategy there. And you were third out, right?
Yeah.
So Quigley's first out, and she unfortunately has some problems. So at that point, you have 3 people left, and Meg goes out and jumps around clear.
Oh, and Meg. I forgot Meg.
Yeah.
Don't forget Meg.
So
Sorry.
Can't forget her.
did your instructions from Leslie or your dad change at all with what you were supposed to do on cross country, or did they just have a plan and you stuck to it?
It did change. Obviously, in the morning we had our initial plan, but then after Quidley unfortunately fell, I knew that priority was just to get around. And so I just, I didn't try to like every fence. I really was like, adamant about doing it safely and getting around. And then just after the fences, I tried to go as quick as I could. So that was, my priority for sure because, we wanted to do as a team. And I think, Cassie wanted to be competitive and was going quick. And, I think just sometimes that's the risk of it. So yeah, it was just unfortunate.
Right, right. Yeah, no, I just think not sure everybody listening understands that
Yeah.
aspect of it. You don't like you're not going out there like I think they know you don't go out there for you,
Hmm.
but even more than that, like that whole plan can change. I mean, you can lines can change the whole deal. So it's a lot of pressure to suddenly be like, oh well, I thought I was going to ride this way, and now I'm going to ride that way.
Yeah. The good thing was like we didn't like I knew I didn't need to take long routes or anything. Like I felt confident in
Right,
my horse in doing that. I think all of our horses, like mine, Cassie and Meg's, were experienced. So that wasn't we didn't change our plan in that way, but we definitely like first and foremost, we just need to get around and good clear.
right.
And then I think in the top six was three U.S. riders, right? So you were third, Molly was fifth, and Jack was sixth. And then Meg finished, I think, 13th,
Yeah, 12th or 13th, I think.
somewhere
Yeah.
in there. So, I mean, that is
Pretty good result.
fantastic. So
Yeah.
well done. What was the team coaching like? I mean, you had Leslie there, you had Karen, you had your
Mhm.
dad, you had your mom. How did the interaction go into, I know it's different with the phases. You got dressage, and so you have your team and you build it up. Um, was there anything different on the team aspect with Leslie and Karen or input going in? Was there something different that you noticed or no?
Um, obviously, I think there's with the world championships, there was more pressure as there should be, like we all, just wanted to do well, and
Right.
so I think Leslie and Karen were really good in being there for us and like if we wanted help from them, they would be there, but then they knew we all had our own coaching as well, so they didn't want to just change everything, So I for the most part had my dad helping me and then Karen and Leslie would be there watching and they would put in little bits of info if they saw something or so I think that was good that they didn't try to over, because we all like you don't want to change everything last minute.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not.
So you go do the cross country and get through all of that. Now you're going into show jumping the next day. First of
Mhm.
all, was it a pretty easy Saturday night? Restful? Did you sleep well? Horse looked great, like $1 million, no problems in the morning, all that good stuff.
Good question.
Yeah, no, I was lucky. Julian, he looked great. He actually wanted to run again. I think he wanted me to go faster. So we were lucky with, the trot up all went really smoothly. And yeah, we were later on in the day on Sunday, and so we kind of had the morning. We watched the 4-star long jump, which was kind of nice. We had a completely different course to them, but it was kind of nice to see how it rode. And there was some rails coming down, so we were kind of knew that. But then, I walked the course and I didn't think it walked that hard. But then I watched the first few go, and then there was just rails and rails going down. So then I knew it would ride a bit tougher. But I think I really just walked it and then stuck to my plan. I don't really like to overthink things because Julian has his own unique way of jumping. And so I just try to do what's best for him and not just, if like one line I added a stride than everyone else and it actually worked out really well for him. So I think doing that, I'm happy I did that and stuck to my plan.
So
Okay. Go ahead, Rick.
I know, and we can get into this in the next segment, that you also work with Lauren Huff.
Mm-hmm.
and your dad. So Lauren, if I remember right, because Lauren's been here in Ocala riding a friend of mine who just passed away's horse Can Do. So she wasn't there for that, correct?
No, Lauren wasn't there. But I definitely talked to her before, and since Peter Wild is in Pennsylvania, a lot of gotten help from him as well. So, but honestly, with Julian, I kind of know how he is, and if I can just give him he's such a trier. He's not naturally the best jumper, but I know if I can get him a good ride, he's going to try to jump clear. Which I don't know. I find confidence in that with him.
Yeah, and I think the point being, I think what you're saying, which tell me if I'm wrong, is Sunday morning it was more about warming him up than it was about schooling him and making sure you change something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so in a way, almost lots of pressure, but low pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so remind me, what place were you going into show jumping?
So I was 12th before the trot up, and then after the trot up, unfortunately, 2 didn't present. So then that were ahead of me. So then I was in 10th before.
So you jumped your clear round, and then I think we've all been in that situation where you're in a fairly good placing and you jump a good round, and then you stand by the rail and you're watching, but you're trying not to look like a total jerk watching, and you don't want to cheer when people have rails down, but you can't help but cheer when people have rails, or at least like maybe with your eyes, you smile a little bit. So that had to be stressful, like, because I would think you move up one spot, you move up another, like, and it just, you sort of keep moving up. That's got to be like, what was that like for you?
Yeah, you explained it very well. Like, we obviously were, we wanted to move up, but trying to be more subtle about it. And like, we would all just like, me, Leslie, and my dad would just look at each other, and it was just crazy. After each round, I just saw my name go up and up and up. And then we got to I was pretty, like, I thought the last ones were going to go clear. So I thought I was going to come in 5th or something. And then the last ones jump, and then suddenly I'm on the podium, and, everyone just went crazy. So it was pretty surreal.
That's awesome. So, okay. So I don't even know the dynamics of this. I know you ride with your dad all the time, but do you work for your dad? Like,
yeah.
So did you demand like a bonus or a pay raise for this performance?
I should. You should tell him that.
Yeah, Philip. You have a world championship bronze medalist working for you. Let's up the pay here. She deserves at least 10%.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, come on.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I work full time for my dad, and I have since finishing school and stuff like that. So it's been great.
Yeah, it's a pretty good gig. So good for you. Rick, what do you think? Should we take a break here and come back?
Yeah, let's thank Seminole Feed again. Again, it's a great feed. It goes across the gambit for the feed that they offer. And John, I've said this before. The one thing I was impressed about Seminole Feed when I was talking to them, because we also have a great live probiotic Equibrew, but I was told their nutritionists don't believe that a pelleted probiotic works. So they took it out of all of their feeds. Not just to say they have probiotics, because they felt they didn't work. So the honesty of Seminole on that end really sold me on the feed. We use it. What do you, it's fine for you to mention what feed you feed. Olivia, what do y'all feed?
We do Triple Crown. Yep. Yeah.
Triple Crown. And John is Cavalier.
Yeah, but
I'm just trying to,
Seminole.
Where I'm going with this is I believe Seminole is the premier feed.
Okay.
That's why you should go to it.
Well, on this podcast, I completely agree. Seminole is the greatest feed there is. We love Seminole. I love that it is in its own mill that only does horse feed. I think that's huge. That's the thing I love about it the most, and it is amazing. We love it. So, that said, let's take a break, and we're going to make Olivia stick around, and we'll be right back.
Everyone says they feed the best, but not every feed is made the same. Seminole Feed is built on fixed formulas. made in a medication-free mill for unmatched safety. Every bag delivers consistency your horse can feel and performance you can see. Because when it matters, there is only one best, the original low-starch feed, Seminole Wellness.
For a horse owner on the road, your trailer is essential. No one enjoys being stuck on the road. At Horse Trailer Pros, we repair, renovate, and maintain all makes and models of horse trailers. We work directly with your insurance company or manufacturer for warranty repairs and insurance claims. Our state-of-the-art facility provides quick turnaround and friendly customer service. Considering a living quarter conversion? We do those too. Find comfort on the road with Horse Trailer Pros. Call or text 352-804-2131. HorseTrailerPros.com.
Welcome back to the John and Rick Show, brought to you by Horse Trailer Pros. And we have Olivia Dutton with us still. She graciously agreed to stick around. We didn't really give her a choice, but she did. And we appreciate that, Olivia. Thank you.
Of course.
We are now in the EquiBrew segment. EquiBrew is an awesome live probiotic. I feed it to my horses all the time. If you need it, you go to, make sure I get this right now because I feel like you changed this. I go to brickfieldnutrition.com, and then Rick and Briggs and the EquiBrew elves pack it all up into the boxes and they ship it off to me, and it drops right here at my farm. And I feed it to all the horses and they love it and it tastes great and it makes their stomachs better. It makes them digest things better. It makes them absorb things better. Like, I don't know, let's say you were feeding Nupa feed. You would get that to be absorbed better because your horse would be on EquiBrew because it has a happier, better stomach. So go to EquiBrew.
You see these little foals?
Yeah.
See the one on the left that was before EquiBrew. The one on the right was 3 weeks later.
Wow.
I got a call real quick before we go on from a lady that breeds thoroughbreds in Lexington. And she had called me and said, I got a call about EquiBrew because it's made such a difference in our foals' lives that we want to put all 30 brood mares on EquiBrew and all the weanlings and foals. So I'm telling you guys, the live probiotic really works. And you really need to get your horse on it today. So thanks, John, for mentioning it. And by the way, you can drink it yourself.
Ooh, it tastes.
But it really helps.
Yeah. If you mix it with some vodka, it might be better. I'm just saying.
Ooh, I don't know if that'd be right. Don't listen to him, Olivia.
Olivia, we got to talk all about the World Championships, and I thought it would be good to catch up on what else you have going on. So the other horse, and what I sort of always thought of as your top horse for a very long time, was Sea of Clouds. So what's he doing?
Yeah, so obviously he was my first advanced horse and kind of put me on the map a little bit, and we did a lot together. And so he's 15 this year, and we decided to just let him take a bit of a step down. So he's actually getting ridden by a younger rider and doing like novice and training right now to kind of ease into retirement. We kind of just thought, even though he's only 15, which some would say is not that old, he's done a lot in his years. He's done a lot of 5 stars with my dad, and we've done a lot of 4 stars together. So we kind of just thought that was the best thing. He gave me a good run around Kentucky 4-star this year. And so then we just, easing him into a simple life.
And I appreciate that. And I know, it's never fun when you have to make the decision with any of them. Like, okay, maybe this needs to go on to the next thing. But I think it's really important for fans of the sport and the general public to know and hear the stories of how these horses that are so amazing are looked after their entire lives, not just their upper level careers. Oh, I'm supposed to remove my salmon from the smoker right now. They're looked after their entire lives, right? And so I think that's very admirable of you, and I appreciate that you share that with us.
Well, and Olivia, you would probably promote this as well. And I think your dad has a couple off the track thoroughbreds that y'all sell. but
Mhm.
Sea of Clouds being a Seattle Slew offspring, um, you know, talks to the fact that was there a difference? I know is your first advanced horse being on a thoroughbred out there galloping cross country. And look, I know Juliet's amazing, but there's something about a thoroughbred gallop. Can you tell everybody out there when you're on a thoroughbred if there is to you a difference when you're galloping around?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I am a big supporter of thoroughbreds, and I just think, I remember doing my first 4-star long at Bromont, and I was kind of waiting for him. Most horses around a 4-star long will get a bit tired at the end. And I was kind of waiting, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have to ride for this. And he just kept going and going and never got tired. And I never ever felt him get tired around a cross country course. He just could keep going forever. So I think, that is the beautiful part about them. And they all, yes, the show jumping was a bit harder and the dressage sometimes, but in a lot of ways, the just being him and being a thoroughbred would make up. And I know, like, going around some big tracks, like, he always had the best footwork. Like, I could always rely on socks, like, say a tricky coffin, like, he could do that all day. So he was a really incredible horse.
So that said, we've
Mm-hmm.
got the two big guys handled. What else do you have in the barn? What are you riding?
Yeah, I mean, it's a work in progress. I think, that's the one hard thing about, coming up in this sport is getting owners to support you and follow you. And so I'm always working on that. But I have a really lovely 7-year-old who just did the Bromont 2-star long. And he came second in the under 25 class. And he's tiny, which I love. Like, he's probably maybe 15.3. And I always say that, like, my dad can't steal him because he's too small for him, because he tries to steal my horses all the time. Um,
Oh, whoa,
but
whoa. It seems like this has gone the opposite way. You say that. Your two
that's
top
true.
horses were
That's
your
true.
dad's.
um, but yeah, he's an exciting one for the future. And then I have some training level horses that are coming up as well. So, but hopefully we could get another one soon. Working on it.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, getting the horses coming up, that's one of the struggles I've always had in my career is I'm like, oh, I've got a couple really nice advanced horses. And then I look at the barn, I'm like, but there ain't
Yeah,
much behind them. And
yeah,
then it gets very quickly, it becomes a bit of a cycle. So that is something you definitely need to keep working on.
yeah. Always keeping the string going.
Yeah.
Um, and Olivia, you mentioned something earlier, and I know you've had a fall here and there throughout your career, but you mentioned being injured. And if my memory serves me right, you weren't even competing. You were trying a horse at the
I was
time.
breaking in a 3-year-old.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that was you were doing the
Yeah.
breaking in work?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I broke my pelvis in 4 places and then both of
Ah,
my hips. So it was a bit of a gnarly
that was a
one.
good one.
Yeah. So that was kind of I obviously had bad falls before, but that was my first
Right.
pretty bad one, and being in the hospital for a few days and stuff like that. So yeah, I think the one part that I really think I learned from that was now I'm much better with, like, my rider fitness and all of that. I started getting, like, having a personal trainer, and just getting a lot stronger as well, like, because I was doing the physical therapy all the time. So that has made a big impact on my riding from that, for sure.
So there was some pluses coming out of that, even though
Yes.
nobody wants to do what you did. But
Yeah.
good for the recovery because you can't tell. I've seen you, out and about, and you look perfectly sound.
Thanks. It was actually crazy because my accident was at the end of June. And so then that fall I went to Morven and, like, won there on socks, and then
Wow.
came third at Maryland. So I was like, I felt so lucky because before those, I was really questioning if I was even ready to do it, just, feeling weak and not strong enough. So it was really great to have those outcomes,
What a
after that.
testament to your doctors and your physical therapy. Well done.
No, really. And my physical therapist was a writer, so she understood, like,
What you
what
needed.
I was trying to aim for. So,
Um, all right. So my next thing that I wanted to ask you about was obviously your dad was there for your world
Good
championships.
question. Good question, John. I know what
So
you're going to ask.
you get to be there for his world championships, or are you going to be at home keeping everything running?
This was a topic of debate. I
Did you
luckily am
win?
gonna go for at least 2 days. So
Oh,
yeah,
good.
I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm really excited. I obviously know he wants me to be there, but it's keeping everything going at home is the hard part. So,
Right.
but I think we're gonna make it happen. So
So you'll be there, what, like get there for cross country day and show jumping, basically?
yeah, I think so. Or maybe 3 days. I don't know. We'll see.
Right. Cool. Well, that's good. I'm glad you get to go.
Yeah. I mean, can't miss Aachen, right?
No, and he's
No.
going to need some advice on how to run around the cross country. Like, you're the bronze medalist. You can tell him what to do.
I don't think he needs that.
You look him in the eye and you say, go fast and take chances. Let's win this thing.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Get
No
it done.
excuses.
So talking about the world championships, what a team we have. I mean, the team I think is a gold medal team. What do you think, Olivia?
I think so. I think everyone obviously has so much experience and they're all just such competitors. I know I look up to them. And so I'm really excited to see how, obviously they've got really good competition, but I think this is a really strong team we have.
John, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I totally agree. I think we're winning the gold medal. My question is, who's gonna win the individual gold medal, Olivia Dutton?
Mm. I mean,
You have to think.
I think Will.
Wow. You're poor
I mean,
old man.
She can always in her heart want her dad to win.
This is obviously I want my dad to win, but
Okay, that's where you
this
start.
this is
Coming from knowledge.
knowledge.
Yes,
I agree with her.
I think you're correct. If I had to put money on it, I would put my money on Coleman as well, for sure. But
Are we going to do that? Are we going to do this with Olivia? We're going to name.
we probably should. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean,
I
she
don't
has
know
all the experience in
I
the
don't
world.
know. Actually, I can't do it. I don't have the list of all the riders going to the world championships.
Okay, well, let's just put the play. Oh, yeah, it's kind of tough. Well, let's just name who we think the top three will be. I mean, you don't need a list.
Oh, okay. How about we just? Oh, how about I don't think I can. I am not prepared.
I'm going to go Will for gold, Roz, silver, Boyd, bronze.
Wow, awesome. Okay, Olivia, I'm not doing this. I'm not prepared. You go.
Okay, I'm gonna put my dad on the podium because now I feel bad. I'm gonna go Will, Laura Collette, my dad.
Wow,
I like it.
That's a good three.
I like it. Yeah.
And look, Tammy's probably sitting there pulling her hair out, going, "I'm gonna win the gold." Go,
Yeah.
Tammy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a clean
We
sweep.
want all
USA.
of them to, yeah.
All three, gold, silver, bronze, all Americans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it home.
Yeah.
What's your fall like?
That's still up in the air. With Julian, we're still trying to figure it out. We might actually go back overseas or go to Morven to finish out the fall. But yeah, I don't know.
If you went back over, do you know where you'd go? Where you'd like to go?
Blenheim. Yeah.
Right.
So
That's a good prepare for 2027.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think I was just gonna, give him some time. I want to give him some time off. He just got back home on Saturday. So, and then just see where he's at. It's a lot of travel, as you guys know. So I want to do what's best for him.
Good. That's a big check mark.
Heck yeah. Okay. So Dad's going to be bronze. Will's going to win. It sounds like you were a little bit unsure about your dad, but we're going to say that was your first choice. That's pretty great. Awesome. Well, Rick, what else you got?
I think, Olivia, we appreciate you being on the show. It's a pleasure interviewing you. Obviously, we know you, and it's fun having you here. We expect you to be on here just as much as your father. So here we go.
I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Being honest, the first time that your dad was ever on this podcast, I was really worried because I was like,
He's not going to say anything.
He's amazing, but he doesn't talk. He has limited words, and I don't know how this is going to go. And he was awesome, and he is so good at it, and he is so chatty. And I thought he might, because like I've hung out with your dad in social situations, but I just wasn't sure what he was going to do. And I'll be honest, when we were going to bring you on, I did say, I'm not so sure.
He said that to me. Wait,
Olivia doesn't talk. She's like her dad. She's very quiet. Like we did.
No, that's fair. Everyone thinks that.
Yeah, we did the thing at HITS for the young event horse thing, and I think you maybe said 12 words. So I was worried, but you have been amazing. You're very good at this. So thank you for coming on.
Well, it's funny because all of my, like, a lot of people are scared of my dad, but once you get talking to him, like one-on-one, he's good.
Yeah, same. I was scared of him. I was a little scared of you until now as well. So
no, you don't have to be scared of me.
But seriously, thank you for coming on. Thanks for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, and thank you to Equibrew. Awesome live probiotic. We got it right there. And you go to brickfieldnutrition.com and put your order in. Is there another website as well, Rick?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
You don't know what it is?
No.
Come on, John. EquibrewUSA.com.
There you go. Which one would you prefer they used?
I think it kind of rolls off. Brickfield Nutrition is our company name, but this is the product. So go with
EquibrewUSA.com.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. All right. Awesome. Thank you to Horse Trailer Pros, and thank you to Olivia. We will catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you.
We have an awesome show for you guys today.
The greatest eventer of all time.
Good news for the sport.